Blunts over bullshit. It's another power hour sheesh. We are here selling in to Wednesday nights. And I got my blunt. Yes. This is all I need after a long day with kids. So my medicine is in full effect right now. You know. So we're gonna vibe out. We're gonna speak on some blunts over bullshit as usual on this lovely Wednesday night. Stay lifted, world, above all things. That's the key. Find your passion and purpose within every daily duty. Find your balance. That is also the key. There are many keys, so let's try to keep up. But topic for this evening of discussion is time, balance, kids. The can of kids, I offered them the job to come on tonight, and they declined. They said, we'll give you topics. So, what kids really want from their parents? To cut the bullshit, parents, and be real. I mean, it may sound simple or hard at whatever phase or stage of life or point you're in, but let's all be real. Let's think about when we were a child, right? And what we did not receive or what we always wanted our parents to do or to give us. Because this was a constant. Like, I was raised by my grandparents and they did an amazing job, but it was still always like I wanted to do more, or I wanted my mom to spend time with me. And even now, I find myself, us as parents, we're constantly busy, multitasking, trying to make ends meet. So we forget to actually connect and bond with our kids on another level other than taking them out to the movies or just always going, buying them food. Like, that's the norm. Kids just want time. They just want to chill. They want to have fun. But how can we turn fun into learning fun instead of lectures? Because they hate lectures, and as soon as we start like talking, it's like blah blah blah, womp to them. So how can we make them feel empowered, encouraged, and feel like your talk or your lesson isn't really, a lesson or a lecture? And sometimes it has to be that because of the situation or the circumstances. But let's try to connect with our kids on a higher level, because kids are smart. They sense so many different things, and these kids nowadays, they're super advanced in other ways that, we may have not been. So let's cut the bullshit, hit the blunt facts, talk to our kids about what's really going on in the culture, in the community, whether it's about cannabis or it's about food or it's about overall health and wellness, because everything is tied to each other. It is a system. We are all here for a reason. The kids are hurting. If you're hurting, your kids are hurting, and they feel it. The world is hurting, and so many different things are going on, and the kids are impacted, and we don't really connect with them on their level. So ask them simple questions like, how are you feeling? How was your day? Cut the bullshit. It's not always about fun and games. Ask them, what are you really thinking about? How can I improve as a parent or a mom or as a friend in your life? Ask them questions like that. Ask them questions that you may have not been asked, or something that you were lacking as a child, or you may be lacking now. It's no guide for parenthood, and we don't know, but I know I just want to be better than yesterday. I want to be better than what my grandparents gave me, and even my mom. And my grandparents gave me an amazing, loving, nurturing childhood. It was amazing. So I have no regrets. And of course, things can be better, but I take that with heed. And I just try to apply it to my daily life as much as I can, because every day is about empowerment, improving, positivity, and blunts over the bullshit. Like, of course, everything's not going to be perfect. Strive for perfection daily by cutting out the bullshit, hitting you a blunt, meditating, relaxing, not taking perks or the pharmaceuticals that are going to kill you and cause other ailments. Let's research holistic, fun, like ways to cure yourself. You're allergic to mosquitoes, it's like a natural way to keep them away, you know, like get away mosquitoes. I hate them. I'm allergic to, and I like swell up everywhere, and I have all these ugly marks from a kid and going to the country and getting eaten alive by the mosquitoes. It was the bullshit back then. I just scratch and scratch. It's horrible. Anyway, I'm finished with that rant. Yay Canna kids, yay all kids, Canna moms, Canna parents. Let's continue to strive to do our best. You know, think about it while you hit your blunt and the kids are asleep or whatever. You know, let's just be better people for ourselves and our kids, because they need us. They're the future. And at the end of the day, we have to provide better lifestyles and better choices and give them other visions than what they see around us, so they can push for a better tomorrow. Yeah, blunts over bullshit. So that's my blunt topic for today. And then I'm gonna finish lighting my blunt and elevating. So how was everyone's Wednesday? Oh, and I'm so horrible because I've been getting on my kid like all week. Like, don't lean. It's so tacky. Leaning is bad for your posture. So look, I have to reinforce, even with myself, like, don't lean. But it's these chairs here, but it's no excuses. So I'm going to cut the bullshit, and I'm not going to lean on this damn table right now, even though I am a little tired, okay? But it's bullshit, so I'm not going to do it. I'm trying to be better, likewise. But the bullshit on the news and in the mainstream world right now is Trump deportating these immigrated kids. Like, how can you take someone's kids from them for whatever malice reason, or because they're not supposed to be here? You're not supposed to be here. Hello? So, but the fact is that Trump is breaking the law, because the Flores Act, which was put into place, or it was actually applied for a bill in 1985 and passed in 1997 during the Clinton administration to protect immigration kids or immigrated kids and borders and parents. So any kid detained along a border or taken from their parents by law is not supposed to be held for more than 2 days. 72 hours at max, due to stipulations on them locating the parent and actually finding if the child is the parent's biological kid, okay? Which is totally understood. But now we have a situation which is over 11 years past this bill, where kids are now being detained in various different places throughout the United States and held in warehouses. I watched this episode I watched this podcast on YouTube maybe about 6 years ago that talked about how they were clearing out old Walmarts and turning them into detention centers. And everyone defeated, oh no, this is not happening. And I'm looking now at my watch and my clock, and I'm like, oh, really? When it came on the news, like 5, when I first heard about it, I was just so in awe that kids are being pulled away from their families. I listened to WPFW today, and they literally had pouring in calls from parents from Honduras, parents from all across the board, Mexico, different places where they have no idea where their kids are. They're given a number that they can't contact anyone, or they have to call back. If you're in a detention center, you don't have a phone number for anyone to contact you back. So how is that a part of the protocol in order for you to get your child? I would never understand. And they don't understand either. So it's like, it's just this crazy loophole, and no one's getting any answers. And even the people holding the kids in Texas aren't receiving any word from the Trump administration on the next steps or move. I just feel like it's a really blunt situation that's going on right now, and it's really over some bullshit, because regardless if the parents belong here or the kids should never be separated from their family, from their loved ones, from the people who they pretty much are working and laying their life down on the line, and the reason why they crossed the border for the so-called American dream. So who's going to stand up and who's going to fight? This in Congress is sitting in there. They know that this is against the law, that he's breaking an act that has been in place for several years, the Flores settlement. And also, he isn't the first president that has broken this act, because also for moments of time in the Obama administration, it was also broken, and the kids were returned within a week. Either way, it's wrong to take kids. I could not imagine just the heartache. Well, I'm looking for my daughter for 5-10 minutes, and I'm losing my mind because she's not responding to my text messages or my calls, and my heart's racing with everything that's going on in the world. So my heart goes out to all the families that has to deal with the bullshit due to the fog and people not wanting to step into their position and actually stand for a change and for the people. We are here, and I feel you as a mom and as a person, as a human being. So parents all around the world, call in 1-800 885 9398 is the 1-800 number for the Library of Congress for anyone that wants to defeat or help with this immigration law and to overturn the kids. They have returned 23 kids to their families, and they're saying that they need blood testing for some of the other kids, or some of the other kids' parents were rapists or murderers. I mean, they're coming up with all different kinds of stories. We will never know the facts. I'm only speaking on news that I read and that I heard through other via outlets. WPFW is one of my main sources that I like to get my news from, because they deliver facts, and it's not right-sided or A or B. They give you the clean-cut truth, regardless of, it's not about the views of the conservative or the views of Kay or the views of Trump. I mean, they give the law, and that's what it is, period. So support WPFW through donating or volunteering, or just tuning in and learning about some good information and vibing out to some great music. We're going to take a short break, bunch of bullshit,
Turn the fuck up, nigga. I know that bitch want me, nigga. That bitch don't want you, nigga. Hey, yeah. Double cup, little bit coming home, okay. High tech, I got blood, yeah. For your bitch, now she a dog. Okay, yeah. Lean, double cup, bitch, I'm straight home. I don't want friends, I want Audis. Smoking on beef and it's my weed. I check that bitch like I'm Mari. Sorry, bitch, I don't say sorry. Look at my cup, ain't got dope. I better roar like slow. Bitches ain't cleaning they soap. Making them make she choke. Couple of bangs in my mouth. Couple of bangs in the south. I pay the bangs in the west. Bangs in the west to the south. Look at my wallet, it's a 50. Went in New York for like 50. I think if you wanna kiss it, I let her tell me no kiss it. Women just fall in the kitchen. Come in the rubber, them chicken. Fuck on this bitch, on their mistress. That way they go fishing. Women just fall in the kitchen. Come in the rubber, that chicken. Fuck on this bitch, that they mistress. Diamonds they wear like go fishing. I don't want friends, I want Audis. I don't want cars, I want Rarries. I don't want friends, I want Audis. I don't want cars, I want Audis. I don't want friends, I want Audis. I don't want friends, I want Audis. I think it be looking salty. I don't want cars, I want Rolls.
I don't want friends, I want Jay. I put like 10 on my head. I think it be one to say. Bitch ain't no sense, I'm on it. Lay that bitch stay on the bed. Thinking her through her head. I wanna know them blue hunters. I'm tryna pay for the soul. I don't want friends, I want Audis. I don't want cars, I want Rarries. I don't want friends, I want Audis. I don't want cars, I want Audis. I don't want friends, I want Audis. I don't want friends, I want Audis. I think it be looking saucy. I just for the better story. I ain't with the flexing, cat, he investing. Tell these player haters to check my BDS spins. Like y'all mean, man, my money stats tall. I did for $500,000, damn soul. See a bad bro, Gucci made all ball. The same dude you shot with on his supplier. Gucci, you're a Julie, that's me. Hood rich and cocky, I just might be. But my chain so white, Ray Charles might see. Ice so deep, then I got a hockey. If you wanna meet me, you can ride in my seats. So then I get your hair fixed. Gucci break bricks down, used to sell fitness. Watch your wrist, man, it costs a both fitness. King of the city, Gucci man, Frank, get him. I get him. Love this, she let me touch it. In the club, tryna find me a bad. Then I find for the club, then I took her to the bar. That's all. Baby girl, that's all. 18 for a whole 9-5 for the hand. In the hood, said it fitted on the slab. That's all. Playboy, that's all. Gucci man, make it look like it's supposed to look. Gucci shoes, Gucci fit, and a pocketbook. Make it party like a rock star. Wild in the bus stop. How you gain weight every day, eat lobster. Are you free to bite it so you can bring a partner? Gucci in the hood, selling like a doctor. $50 sales till the trunk full of. Never at the house, cause I'm always doing shows. Team that was big cat, now they want to chit chat. Roll the cash, roll flash on, never sit that. Gucci in the booth, and my flow's crazy. It's a high-end hill, or it's just me. How you sound feet falling off a jet ski? Smoking purple, gonna shade of palm trees. In my lunch scene, we can spend 100 G's. Play the crowd, baby, you gon' get the slot machine. In the club, tryna find me a bad. Then I find for the club, then I took her to the mall. That's all. Baby girl, that's all.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, from Louisville, Kentucky, wearing black tie, Mr. Cassius Marcellus Clay.
Come on!
More bass than Bootsy Collins. You work like Ali versus Foreman.
So I love myself. I'm worth a lot. You can't see inside of me. I'm smart. I'm strong. I got everything going on. You got to tell yourself every day you are the shit. Encourage yourself. Bunce over bullshit. Fuck what they say. Yeah. Anyway, on a lighter note, for real, Backwoods, I love you, right? Because I love my bunts, right? But shout out to Backwoods and any representative listening at Backwoods. Can we please improve the Backwoods that are coming out now? Because the cost is going up, right? And I'm still paying, I don't mind because I love your product, but I'm starting to, kind of not like it, but I'm still paying. So I'm not going to complain about the bullshit. But what I am going to say is it is some bullshit, right? Because I like blunts, but what can I do with this? You see this big hole? Hold up. It's right over the yellow finger one, and it's a hole, so I can't use it for the purpose that I purchased it for. I'm just gonna say that. Backwoods, you the best. Yeah. So maybe one day. And then some places, like, it's a satisfactory guaranteed on your Backwoods, guys. So if you get a pack and most of them are like this, they're really supposed to give you a new pack because they can send it back to the company and get reimbursed, Or maybe we can go through all that trouble and do it too. I don't know. Reach out to us, Backwoods, because we love you. Keep coming out all these great flavors. I just like my originals or the sweets. So my amazing buddy / colleague, we gonna throw an ambassador party because we got some great ideas flowing over here. See, that's what happens when you have ganja and you just start rocking out to your own soul and flow or the music or whatever, universal vibes. Then you start popping ideas around other great minds, yeah. But back to the real. We're going to get back on topic. Human rights. We're going to drop the blunt. We're going to cut the bullshit. We were talking about the Flores settlement in a brief history. And one of the main things as a Flores settlement, we know Senator John McCain. Human rights is a premier institution devoted to the noblest of all causes. So I'll read it again. Human rights first is a premier institution devoted to the noblest of all causes. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I'm just gonna let it sink in a little more because sometimes I read stuff and I'm like, okay, that's what you mean. Yep. Human rights we are still fighting for human rights every day within our communities, within the news, within the media, within people, ideals, and beliefs. Because what are human rights to you is the question. And what does Senator John McCain believe human rights? Because that's what matters. Because he is who is... What does Trump believe human rights is? Trump, email me, call me. John McCain, I would love to sit down and talk to someone, anyone that loves to come up with these documents and withhold immigrant children, or just think that because they feel any other way than compassionate about another soul, that I just want to know, what is the reason or the cause? Or what is your ideal of, what is your purpose in helping the people? And how are you doing that through your initiative of taking these children? Because first, I don't believe Trump has read the Flores settlement, but number one, it says the government is required to release children from immigration detention without necessary delay in order of perseverance, parents or other adult relatives or licensed programs willing to accept custody. If the suitable placement is not immediately available, the government is obligated to place children in the least restrictive setting appropriate for their age and any special needs. The government must implement standards relating to the treatment of care in immigration detention. Children should not be held over 72 hours without being released to their rightful parents or adult relatives. Well, that says one thing, but there are a lot of other things going on. So I'm just concerned about the world, and I'm concerned about people and their compassion, because everyone wants to look pretty on the outside. Everyone wants to have a good time, joke around. And it's nothing wrong with that. But how are we going to impact or change this bullshit? Because when I read this and when I see the news on a daily basis, which I can't really watch on a daily basis because my heart, it already hurts from other things. So I can't allow the media to beat me up. So I get my information in necessary places. And I, proceed to work on my mission and try my best to be a better person in my life and in my community, because I feel like that's all I can do at this point. Be the best me. And on a lighter note, let's just do our research on anything that you are conscious or you care or passionate or you want to know about or that you're concerned, because anything can be changed. We have changed right here in DC the Amendment Noise Act. That was a big thing. So salute to DC and all the people that came out, all the people that supported and wrote or stood up and voiced their opinion, because together we can make a change. Together we can make a change. Blunts over bullshit, guys. Let's do it. Let's have a mission. Let's live fully. That's what the next show is going to be about. Are you living a full life or half life, or what is it that you want out of life? And how are you working towards getting it? Yeah, that's what next show is going to be about. But this show, human rights, should be the first. Human rights, what does it mean to you? It is an ideal of compassion. In my eyes, it is a duty, and it's universal values that I feel that is abused on a daily basis in many different facets, because we do not admire or we do not care for the next person because of their class or because of their color or their culture or because they have less money or because of how they think or how they feel. So let's just reevaluate and let's study more into what human rights really is. And I'm going to do the same thing because it's a task not just for me. I'm going to give it to my daughter, something to look into, because I didn't know about detention centers, or I didn't even know it was right. And what if one day Trump says I can come and take your kids? Because we never know when or what may happen or who is going to say. And, this is an act. It's in law. And laws, they can clearly be broken by, the right people. Because I couldn't go around taking no kids. Yep, nope, that's that bullshit. I couldn't do that. No. I don't even want nobody kids. I'm telling you. My kid, woo, these kids today, Lord, they work my nerve. I love them to death. They was running circles around me. They had me spinning. I said, woo, kids, please stop, relax, chill. Woo. Kids don't, that's another thing. Parents, yes, let's talk. Let's talk about the bullshit, because we do all this stuff with our kids, but we don't teach them how to relax, to chill, to meditate. And that's a big issue, because in life, after everything is settled down, you have to learn how to mentally, so we have to prepare our kids to be thinkers, to be innovators, to spiritually connect with themselves, to love themselves, and to do more than just, because this is killing us. Between the radiation, the bullshit radiation on the phones, and and the bullshit, because most of our kids, let's be real, we don't use, it's a tool for so many different things. But teach your kid how to use it for a tool for knowledge. Teach your kid how to be a vessel of positivity where they can be the light. Find the light within yourself and give it to them. It's a spark. It's energy. It's universal, because if you have that light and you give them that energy and you let them know, then nothing, they will shine and nothing will tear them down, because this world is, we have to build each other up, and we have to give our kids the keys to be successful mentally and to prepare them for the battles that are to come. So learning how to relax is a major thing. And I'm working on it with my daughter, because we are not perfect, because her, teenagers, they don't know how to chill. And I think I'm like, man, I'm just getting back. This is terrible. My grandma said, you reap what you sow. So now I'm trying to sow all good seeds. Yes. For real. I'm trying to put the blunts over the bullshit and teach her how to relax and chill as I'm relaxing and trying to chill as well. It's a hard task trying to balance our life as lovely people walking this awesome earth. Work. And you want to have fun. So let's just find a balance for time for ourselves, for self-care, because self-care is very important. And so every show, health tips, 1, 2, 3, health, once over bullshit, posture. That's a health tip for today. Be mindful of how you're standing and not leaning on shit, because you get your clothes dirty and it's bad for you. You don't have scoliosis or hunchback, all those bad things. But for real, it's how people view you, and if you're professional, and how you slouch over. So you just want to kind of be mindful of how you stand and your posture, and just even like how far your feet are apart from your shoulders. Like all of that matters on the flow and energy within your body and your breathing. So take deep breaths, relax, chill, get some more oxygen throughout your body, your bloodstream. And also don't forget to lift your legs above your heart for at least 15 minutes a day. You'll thank me after a whole week. Drink water, warm water in the morning before you do anything. Get your digestive system started. Clears you out. It's the best thing you can do for your metabolism and your cells No sugar. First thing you should never do is like drink coffee or orange juice first thing. No. But I mean, if you do, whatever, to each his own. Hey, I'm only here to provide the good information to help us be more healthy, self-conscious, whatever you want to call it. Cut the bullshit. Smoke a blunt or spliff or whatever, hit the bong. Whatever you like to do, just do it and live above the bullshit. Stay lifted, guys. I'm going to peace out early because these kids are waiting for me and I'm pretty sure they're tired. So, yeah. Mom night. We rocked out. Thanks to all the parents, all the lovely parents out there. Stay strong. Stay lifted above all things. I love all people. Till next Wednesday, guys.